Gosh, I thought this was interesting. I want to switch topics to like our favorite. This is always a SimpCast. It's not a SimpCast unless we talk about our dear friend Clam.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes,
Clam,
Clam. We
Clam
stand
has been.
Clam.
We love Clam. We love Clam's takes. She's
We
been
love
doing a
her
lot of
song,
these.
her music career, her
Yes,
body, her face.
she's
We
been
love
doing a
her.
lot of these type tweet. Oh, and happy birthday, Pearl. It was Pearl's birthday, I think, earlier this week. She'll do a lot of these tweets where someone will just be living their life, post a picture of them looking cute, and she'll do quote tweet, like, "Not appropriate for a wife and mother." And so I don't
Hmm.
know how old this girl looks young. I just think it's funny, someone who's not a wife or a mother giving advice on how to be a good wife or mother.
Yes. And also someone who says that you need to be a virgin to be married and is also not a virgin. But listen, I'm a big Clam fan, guys. So
Is this inappropriate for a wife and mother? I think if you're going out with your husband, it depends. Like if you're going out on a date with your husband, why the fuck not? If you're wearing this in like going clubbing,
she's just
I
mad that that's another redhead, you know.
yeah,
And
maybe who
also,
knows? Maybe this woman lost a ton of weight recently and is like,
yeah.
"Wow, I finally have a body I'm proud of. Let me
She doesn't even have any cleavage. What is inappropriate about this?
the
I don't.
leg." I guess maybe it's all the leg.
Mm.
I don't know.
I bet American Airlines would let her on the plane.
I bet they would.
So
Agreed.
Larry, do you think this is an inappropriate outfit for a wife and mother?
I think it is a completely inappropriate outfit if you just want to get clicks, which is what she always wants to do. This is just about clicks.
Ah,
That's
bam,
all it
bam, bam,
is.
bam.
That's all it is. It's just about clicks. She's like, wait a minute. I haven't had people click. I don't have any attention for like 3 seconds.
oh wait,
What?
do you
Oh.
think this
I
is
better do
this is
something. I need attention.
this isn't Pearl though, right? No.
No.
No,
That's
this
why
is just
she's commenting on it.
oh right, okay.
It
This
reminds her of what she could have been.
Oh, she can still be cute. She can still be cute. It's not over.
I agree. Everything is not lost for her. She still has time. We all do. We can all, I believe, in
No,
redemption
I don't
for
support any
everybody.
of this like she what, guys, like I tried to help her. I gave good advice in that video when I said how she can improve herself. And you know how she repaid me? By giving what she thought were my nudes to Rolla Tomasi. This woman
mhm,
is like absolutely fucking unhinged, and she
saw that.
refuses to actually improve herself despite being supported by a multi-million-dollar family. She has no excuse to look how she does.
No, yes.
And
And
she
also
promotes about how women are only valued for their beauty, purity, and youth. Like, meanwhile, look at her.
oh yeah, I mean
And
it's
this
not
woman could have
So,
been a virgin before getting married. You don't know. Like she could have.
and she also insults women all the time. Like, as you said, like this is like one of a million tweets she's made like this, where she just like randomly, if there's no bigger point to it, she just randomly
Yeah.
insults women. She's insulted women on SimpCast, calling them like mid post wall. Like, it's completely fair game to insult her appearance, especially on things that are changeable that she refuses to work on as
no,
the spokesperson for how men only want pure, beautiful women that are young. Meanwhile,
yeah,
she's like single, at least in theory.
right. And
Yeah,
if she
well,
doesn't
I
think
haven't been
men
able
on
to
the
find
internet
a
are jerking
pure,
off to her either.
beautiful young woman yet. So I am still a virgin because I'm waiting for that exact perfect, pure, beautiful young woman. Yes. I don't know how I have children. It's miracles. But yes, I'm waiting for the perfect, pure, perfect woman. I am still waiting for her.
Oh,
She's coming. I'm going to manifest her. Be fun.
yes. And
You
you'll
have.
make her come too, I'm sure.
Oh,
Once you
Larry's a
have her.
he's a married man. How untoward.
Very untoward.
I always tease my wife, and I said, "I'm so lucky that I got you in your 30s and you were still a virgin. It's amazing."
I think I have a joke in my set. Like if you really want. No, I have an old joke about like a body count and like people who will shame women with a very like with a high body count. I'm like, if you want a woman with a body count of 2 or something, like, get ready because that woman is 16 years old or something. It's an old joke.
Exactly.
It's just like, if that's what you want, like, okay.
And or
But they
lie.
do want that. That's why she makes tweets like 16-year-olds are hotter
Well,
than 26-year-olds
she had to
and then
delete
deletes
that one.
them. Yep.
Honestly, she's
So,
obviously meant
No,
to.
but as someone who has been married now for 23 years. What I would say is you probably don't want to talk that much about your past. My wife and I got married. We were
True.
old. We were 30 when we got married. I knew her in high school, and then 10 years later we got back together. And so clearly we had some relationships with other people prior to getting back together, but we never talked about it. Like it wasn't a thing we talked about. We kind of like before each other, we were virgins. Like and we knew we weren't, but it wasn't a thing we talked about a lot because the problem is if you talk about it a lot, you can get into areas where it becomes awkward. It becomes weird,
It
particularly
is
if
awkward. It is weird. You don't have
yes,
people live lives before they meet you, and it's like going out on a date and talking about your ex-boyfriend the whole time.
correct.
Yeah,
Not gonna work.
which I did. I did that on
Yes.
my first date with Frank. I broke every rule, and for some
Oh.
reason, he still wanted to keep seeing me. It was,
That's
but I
just
was like,
special.
I was like fresh out of that one, and I
Yes.
had a lot to work through. So,
I was actually seeing somebody when I met my wife for the second time.
Love it.
What
Ooh.
happened?
I was. And that's why she was wondering why I wanted to become exclusive so quickly. She didn't know why. Well, I was seeing somebody else, so I wanted to end that. My wife. This is a true story. I met my wife when I was in high school. She was 16. I was 17. I thought she was the greatest thing in the world. She thought I was some guy. She was not impressed by me whatsoever, and I was still trying to go out with her. In fact, I literally got my friend who had a car to take us out on a double date. And my friend and her friend hooked up and we didn't. So I struck out twice. Then she was
Oh.
smarter than me. Like, so she went to college. I went to the Marine Corps. I was in the Marines. When I'm overseas, I'm sending her gifts from Japan. I'm wooing her, writing her
Ooh.
letters. And she goes off to college and she sends me a note saying, Larry, I like you, but I'm in love with some guy in college. And I thought, okay, I lost her. So I moved on. We didn't communicate in any way for about 10 years. I just said, okay, it's over, move on. I went on my life. And about 10 years later, this is back in AOL days, we got someone from high school, we had mutual friends, sent an email, and the email was a joke, and she saw my email address on it, and she said, hey, is this Larry Sharpe from high school? And I responded, yes, when are we going out? And the next weekend we went out, a year later we were married.
I love
Oh.
it.
So when I went out with her that weekend, I had a girlfriend. But if I had a chance for her, I'm like, okay, girlfriend's got to go. This is the girl I wanted from high school. So we went out on a date, and within a couple of days, I was like, look, is this gonna be exclusive? And she was like, it's fast. I said, look, if you don't want to, let me know. She's like, no, Larry, I know you from high school. Yes, we can be exclusive. I dumped my girlfriend.
Oh, you were multitasking.
That's
Monkey
I was.
branch.
Well, I had a girl who I liked, but it wasn't my wife. It was a girl I liked. So if she'd been like, Larry, a fling was nice, but I'm gonna go off and do my thing, I'd have kept my girlfriend.
You
Yeah,
were you were
You should
by
have broken up either
side.
way, I think. If you were that wooed by someone else while you're in a relationship, I think either way it has to end because it means you're not actually into the person you're with.
Well,
and the
she
right
wasn't
thing to do
actually
is
into me
end
either.
it.
We were both feeling similar. She wasn't like upset.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
it was mutual, if that makes any
But I
sense.
like, Larry, you do make a good point. Like, don't talk so much about your past. Like,
Yes.
I do really in the content. I mean, if I do, they get turned into jokes mostly. But I probably, if I look back to like my very, very early podcasting days, like, but I was working through like toxic, horrible relationships. And sometimes
It's cathartic to talk
you
about
have
it.
to vent. Yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah. People like realness. I'm all about
But I
real.
think there's a difference between you going out and kind of telling jokes about things that might or might not have happened in your past versus you sitting, in the bed with your man talking about what you did with someone else.
Mhm.
Huge difference. I mean, that's night and day difference, right? It's a
Especially
massive
like
difference.
you don't want to get into like sexual, details, things
Absolutely.
that people. I
Yes.
wouldn't want to hear that. I wouldn't want to hear like sexual. I would get very competitive if I'd be like, oh really? Okay, you
Exactly.
like
Yes.
that, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I gotta
Well-
tell you, you make a valid point. If I want to get my my wife a little bit bothered, I can always bring up a girlfriend. Just, oh yeah, it reminds me of a girl I had. What? And then all of a sudden,
Oh,
so
That's
Very-
the
it
risk
can
you
work.
run when you get to know someone so well. Like what to say to piss
Yes.
them off. You know what to say to make them feel good. It's like it's nerve wracking.
hot
seeing
and
somebody.
bothered.
It's yeah, it's like they have such power. But they should use
Absolutely.
it for good.
Absolutely.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.